Hi, Frank here. Okay, in this video, what I want to show you how to do is set up a virtual set. It's different than a chroma key that we did a simple A over B last time, where you have A is the camera and B is the background. Now we're going to insert a virtual set, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to look at these tabs here, ME1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we used ME1 last time for the simple chroma key A over B. So we're going to select ME2, and I'm going to put it in the preview screen, and by selecting on the preview bus. Now, when I do that, what you're going to have to do, in order to do any setups, you have to go up into this tab right here, where's the corresponding tab ME2. So I'm going to click on that, and when you do, another set of buses come up, and they're going to show you there's an A and a B. So the A being the camera, so we're going to select camera 2 this time, because that's the one I'm using. And down here, the B now is what's going to be an insert on the virtual background that you choose. For instance, be a monitor or maybe something in the front of the desk. So that's what that's going to be. Now, what we also have to do is we have to select virtual set. What you do is while this is open, you go over here to where this little square is down here, and it's a selection area. Click on that, and you've seen this before. These are the mixes. So it's going to be like a fade mix or a cut. So these are the mixes. This button is going to be the mixed effect. So now I mouse over until I see a little plus. I'm going to click on the plus. And now, previously I showed you this is where we did what's called default, and that's how we did A over B. But we're going to do, if you look on this media browser that says live set, there's there must be 25 different live sets that you can choose. For this particular video, I'm going to choose this what's called Demo Studio. Now that's going to open up, and you're going to see center, left, and right. What you're going to do is pick the standard center. I'm going to click on that and say OK. And the reason is we're only using one camera. So let me show you that real quick. I'm going to show you what that looks like full screen. So here we are in the Demo Studio. And as you can see, it is a large, it's a pretty big studio. Now, and you'll also see in the monitor here is what was on that B, the B bus, where we picked graphics. So, and then the center here where I'm at is the A bus. So here it is again. The A bus was camera 2 and the B bus was graphics. And you could change that, and that could be a video or anything else. You can change it to if you want. So, okay, so let's go back and take a look at the virtual background, which we selected. And then there it is again. There's the big virtual background. But you could see that I'm still, the green screen is still not transparent. So what you have to do now is you're going to go up to the camera, and you're going to click on the gear. You're going to go to the second tab, image, and you're going to go to live mat. You're going to open that up. When you do, you'll see some settings and a color swatch, which normally is green, but it could be another color. So what you do is you mouse over until you see a little dropper. Now when I mouse over, I click it, I drag it up here into the little window onto the green, and I let it go. Now I've become transparent, and let me show you again on the full screen. Now I've become transparent, and behind me, where it was green, is now the set. Also, you notice that obviously I am in disproportion to the size of that desk. So normally what you're going to do is you're going to use the camera, and you're going to zoom the camera in and out and size the students accordingly to the desk so they look in proportion to it. So I can't do that right now with that camera, but I just wanted to show you about that. So that's our virtual set. Now also, I'm going to close this little window here. Also, while you're in the ME2 tab, you have other controls. And one over here, you'll see this a fader bar, And if you grab that and you can move it down, you can actually zoom in. So a lot of times this is way too big for the students to be seen properly. So you're going to zoom in and say, okay, I want to go to the full-size desk. Now I want to change the camera shot, which is way too big. If I go over here to this little drop down where it says A, I click on the drop down. There's a little tab here under position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow, if you were on this image, you're going to go over to row position. And what you're going to do is you have these options. You have a positioner and a zoom. So the first thing I'm going to do is mouse over the zoom until I get the 4 arrows. I'm going to click on that, and let me go full screen. I'll show you. I'm going to drag this left and right. Okay, there you go. So now this is another way. If you weren't able to do the camera setup, then you're going to position it this way. So let's go back to full screen. So what I did was I just moved that back and forth. Now that was the zoom. I can mouse over the position, click, and do the same thing. Now I can move the camera around. So it's just one person, so I'll do it. Normally you're going to be up a little bit higher where you're actually going to see that the students are going to be actually sitting at the desk. So you're going to be moving them down like that. Okay, so once you have it in the position, again, what you notice is that up in the screen, we have the full desk, and then the monitor is sort of off to the side. So you can go back to the positioner, click on the positioner here, and now you can move the whole set. So I can say, okay, I just want to show the full screen. I'll show you again. There's the full screen and the desk. So let me go, here's position down here in this area. And click on that. I'll show you full screen again. So now you can move, whoop, I missed it. So now you can move the whole set if you have to do that. So I'm going to put it back to here, go back to here. And let's switch back over to the other shot, and that's pretty much how you load it. Now there are other virtual sets you can see. You can experiment and try them out. Have the students sitting behind the desk first, zoom in the camera so you can size them properly, and then you can make your fine adjustments with that. And then once you got your virtual set, you can use it. Now you got ME2, you got ME1 for your maybe your AB background, ME2 for your virtual set. And there are other ones. So you still have 2 other mixed effect buttons to use if you want to change it up. Okay, I hope it wasn't too complicated. Thanks for watching.